currently struggling to promote your online course, then you definitely want to watch this video because I'm going to give you 5 best ideas to promote your online course so you can assign more people, get more money, and make more bank. And actually, the very first one is how I made 6 figures with online courses, so you definitely want to watch this video. Are you ready? Let's get started. Number 1 strategy to promote your online course: webinars. Now, if you haven't watched my previous video, I'm going to leave it right here because I'll guide you step by step on how I made 6 figures with my own online course. And there on that video, I cover the best way that I found, which was webinars. Now, webinar is amazing because we follow what I like to call education-based marketing. Because basically a webinar is a training, right? So what are you doing? You're inviting people in to teach them something. And usually a webinar can take anywhere from 45 minutes to 90 minutes. That's usually, how long it takes. I've seen webinars that take way longer than that. But basically what you're doing, you're inviting people in, you teach them something, you educate them on the problem and also the solution to that problem. And then at the end, you make your pitch. Now, myself and millions of other people online use webinars as a way to not only grow their email list, but also to get clients because it's so effective. Just think about it. You're inviting people in to spend 45 minutes to 90 minutes with you where you teach them something. You kind of guide them into the problem that they have and you show them the solution that they need to overcome that problem. And at the end of it, you just basically do an invitation. You say, hey, if you want to continue to learn from me, here's what I have to offer. And more often than not, people are going to say, yes, definitely, because you help me highlight and really understand, 1, the problem that I have, 2, that I cannot do it alone if I want to get there faster and easier, and 3, that you're a cool person, just showed me exactly what I needed. So if you currently have an online course and you're trying to sell it, I would definitely recommend take the top 3 highlights of your course and teach something that is already in your course, but teach it to the live audience. Because then you can say, hey, if you want to continue to learn more about this topic, then buy my thing, buy my program, buy my course, because I go more in depth, not only in the 3 things that I covered here on the webinar, but also things that you're going to need to actually be successful at achieving this thing that you want to achieve. Now, the second best way to promote your online course: a challenge. And just like the webinar and what I talked about earlier, challenges are all over the internet. I'm sure that maybe you've been part of a challenge or you've heard of a challenge. And there's so many different types and lengths of also challenges. You can do a 3-day challenge, a 5-day challenge, or even a 30-day challenge. And just like the webinar, challenges are also education-based marketing. Because for a specific time frame, you spend time with that person or that group of people and you teach them something specific to their needs. The major difference here is whilst the webinar only lasts for 90 minutes or even maybe 3 hours, I've seen webinars last that long. Challenges, they take a little more time. It's for a set period of days. For example, 5-day challenge, that's usually the norm. Every single day for that specific time, people come and assemble to listen to you. And sometimes a challenge can even be more effective than a webinar because with the challenge, people spend more time with you. They actually put in their calendar to come and see you talk, to learn from you. And that way you build more authority, you build a little more trust, and people, at the end, when you make your pitch, people go, okay, I understand why I would need to work with you, so let me sign up. But also make sure that the outcome of your challenge should be the first step that people need to make sure that they have put together to achieve the big goal. So for example, let's say that they want to lose weight. That's the major thing that they want to do. So then you will help them calculate during those 5 days, you help them maybe calculate their macros, or maybe you help them detox their fridge, right? So make sure that the challenge itself has a specific outcome that regardless if they sign up for your product or not, or for your online course, they still get the outcome that you promised during those 3 or 5 days or even 30 days of the challenge. Now, if you know that building this whole thing for you and a strategy, a marketing strategy for you is kind of a big thing and you want more one-on-one support, then I'm going to leave in the description the link where you can watch a video where I tell you exactly how to sign anywhere from 3 to 5 new coaching clients per month. And then at the end, you're welcome to schedule a call with me so we can see how I can help you put a strategy together that works for you and definitely brings you clients. Now, the third way to promote your online course: give part of your course for free. Now, this is an amazing way for you to promote your course and also to get people a sneak peek of what it is like to have you guide them through a process. So basically what I recommend is select a module or a section within your course that is more sexy, that you know people are really going to like, and give it away for free. And when people go through it, they go, oh my God, this is awesome. Okay, so how can I buy the next thing? Why can I buy the rest of the lessons that you have recorded? I remember that that's actually one of the things that I did for my Facebook ads course as well. One of the strategies that I used alongside with the webinars was also to give people access to a specific part, a specific module that I knew was going to convince them to sign up for the whole thing because that specific module was so juicy, was so good, was so full of strategies that people were like, okay, I need more of this, so they bought the whole thing. Now, the fourth tactic that you can use to actually promote your online course is to give a workshop. Now, this is not the same thing as a webinar, and it's definitely not the same thing as a challenge. Now, remember, with the webinar, you're teaching, you're educating. With the challenge, you're fixing a problem, but also educating at the same time. Now, with the workshop, because the workshop, the time frame is usually shorter. It has the same time frame as a webinar. But instead, a workshop fixes a specific problem. So let's say, for example, I have a weight loss program that I want people to sign up to. So I can put a workshop together that all we're doing for that 1 hour or 2 hours is calculate the macros that they need for their diet. So their fats, their carbohydrates, and also their proteins. And just so you really understand the difference between the two, using that same topic, a webinar, I will talk about the 3 different ways or the 3 different things that they need to lose weight. I will not be solving a specific problem. I'll be talking about, okay, you need to have your macros, you need to go to the gym, or you need also to understand, what foods are making you crave more sugar or not. Now, a workshop is literally an hour, maximum 2 hours, where the goal of the workshop is to fix a problem. So people walk away from the workshop with something tangible, with something done. But then at the end of it, you can always say, hey, listen, if you want more support with your weight loss journey, I have a program. And then you talk about your program. Now, I love workshops because it's an amazing way to build rapport. Because unlike the webinar and unlike a little bit like the challenge, with workshops, people are walking away with something tangible. They're walking away with something. Challenges as well, they're walking away with something. But workshops, there's a very limited time commitment. So it's just an hour, maximum 2 hours. They're going to walk away with something, and then they can make a decision whether or not they want to work with you. So if by just talking about that, if you had an idea of the workshop you want to do, let me know in the comments, because you never know who's listening or you never know who's reading. Let me know in the comments, what type of workshop would you do in your industry? Because maybe I want to be part of it as well. Now, the 5th way that you can also promote your business is through ads. Now, I'm going to give you a big disclaimer here because I see a lot of people making this mistake. If you have not sold your online course organically yet, then you have no business going into ads. And this also goes for your program, for your one-on-one coaching, whatever you're doing. If you haven't sold it yet organically, without the help of ads or without the help of anything, don't go into ads unless you have an offer that has sold, that you have validated by selling it organically. I see way too many people thinking that Facebook ads, YouTube ads, or any ads for that matter, they think that it's like this blue pill or this magic pill that will, you just put some money behind it and your course and your program will sell like hotcakes. Well, it is not. Think of ads like an amplifier. Basically, think of ads like this going to amplify this thing that organically takes a lot of time and also a lot of effort, and ads can just amplify it. So basically, ads are going to put some fire behind something that has already proven to work, that has already sold in the past, because the ads are not going to do anything for your messaging. If your messaging is wrong, if your offer is wrong, ads are not going to save the day. Okay, but if you already validated your offer, if you already validated the fact that you can sell your online course online organically, then ads can be something really good for you, because then you can just put the fire behind it, put money behind it, and let it explode. One of the top ways I recommend you to advertise is either Facebook ads and also YouTube ads. Now, I've personally used both in the past, but I can tell that the YouTube ads, although they're more expensive, they give you a high quality of leads that come through. Because remember, YouTube is owned by Google, and with Google, we can do something called in-market. So if someone is already in market for something, if they've already been looking for the solution to solve their problem and they see your solution, then they're more likely to buy from you. Whereas the other platforms, for example, like Facebook, people think just like appear and they go, oh, maybe I'm interested, maybe I'm not. They have no intent. So just have that in mind, and don't be surprised if you use YouTube ads, you'll see a higher cost per acquisition, but the acquisition can be a little bit higher. Now, since we're on the topic of social media, in the next video here, I'm going to show you exactly Instagram versus LinkedIn. Which one is the best when it comes to promoting your services? So see you there.